So what happened today? Several pre-university colleges witnessed frayed nerves, heated arguments, high drama after reopening after a week of a shutdown over the hijab row, despite High Court order for now with regard to at least not insist on religious clothing, but the standoff between students and college authorities are still being witnessed over many districts as students refusing to remove the headscarf, specifically if they were wearing it earlier in their respective schools and colleges. The government had declared a holiday for all high schools and colleges in the state for 3 days from 9th February, subsequently extended it to 16th February. The state government is likely to bring fresh guidelines for those wearing the headscarf in schools based on the High Court's proposal till the matter is sub judice. Meanwhile, hearing that is still on in the Karnataka High Court. Remember, yesterday the court rejected an affidavit that had claimed there is an alleged misuse of the interim order by the authorities. And while these protests are breaking out, prohibitory orders, specifically Section 144, have been issued near educational institutions. Security have been tightened up. As a preemptive measure, that section has been put forth as colleges do. So let's quickly take a look at all the locations where there are heated arguments, reactions. As you can see, one such college here on your screens. How is Karnataka reacting as these protests are panning out?
There's one student coming right now over here, asking them to enter this. I'm just actually going to speak to her.
This is not rules. What they are doing there?
Were you allowed to wear the hijab earlier?
No. Now ಏನಾದರೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಾ? ಓದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಹರಿದೋಗಿರೋ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಇದ್ರೇನು ಬಾ ಓದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲಿ?
What are they telling you?
They are telling that don't wear hijab and burqa. What it means?
Earlier you could come with a hijab inside. Earlier were they allowing you to wear?
Yes.
Okay, but now what are they telling you now?
They tell us to don't wear hijab, neither burqa. What is that meaning?
And your exams are coming up.
21 ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ಓದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಅದು? ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊನೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಓದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು.
Order we are supposed to follow because there will be a law and order disturbances. So therefore we are following this order. Though not, we don't even have that kind of any such institutions.
Dr. G. Shankar Government College here in Udupi. None of the girls wearing the hijab have been allowed inside classrooms. These girls, very agitated, have come out to speak to the media. They're insisting that this is, they've worn for many years. The college has come up with this rule all of a sudden based on the interim order. They're trying to speak to the media. Of course, these girls, some of them breaking down, crying, saying that this is unfair. They're not being treated equally. They're being asked to sit in separate classrooms, and that they will ensure that the college allows them in, and they will wait for the college authorities to change their mind. And until then, they will be seated inside the college premises. They're not willing to step out either, and they're also not willing to take online classes. They say if all of them are taking online classes, we'll take online classes, but we're not going to be singled out.
They didn't allow us to sit in the class without removing our hijab. They told to change burqa and hijab in the waiting room and then get inside the class. We refused it. That's it. They told if you want to remove this for your education purpose, remove the hijab and get inside the class. We did not. All of a sudden, why they have to change the institution rules and regulation? Is this the right thing to do? We are just before the examination. We have exam next week. This is really ridiculous thing happening around.
हम लोगों को प्रिंसिपल ने बोला कोर्ट का ऑर्डर ऐसा आया है, आप लोग क्या करोगे? तो मैंने साफ हम लोग सब मिलके बोल दिए कि हम नेक्स्ट कोर्ट के ऑर्डर को वेट करेंगे. हम सिर्फ नेक्स्ट कोर्ट के ऑर्डर को वेट करेंगे, तब तक हम ये नहीं निकालेंगे. सर बोले कि तुम आज जाओ, कल आओ, परसों हम वेलकम ही करेंगे आप लोगों को.
Are they allowing you inside class with the hijab?
No.
They are saying no. What about other areas like canteen and all?
बोले कि अलाउ नहीं करते. एज अ बैड मैनर से नहीं, गुड मैनर से ही पूछे. इतना सब झगड़ा हो रहा है, तुम क्यों एजुकेशन खराब कर रहे हो? गुड मैनर से ही पूछे वो हम लोगों को, बैड मैनर से कोई नहीं पूछा.
Court order very clearly says we make it clear that this order is confined to such institutions wherein the college development committee have prescribed the student dress code uniform. If you have allowed, how are you not allowing now? What is this?
No.
If you have allowed before, why is it different? If you are allowing now, how is it different?
ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ ಆಯ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ.
ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ. Do you think the future of these students are not hampered? Isn't the future of these students not hampered? Sir, the students' future, isn't the students' future troubled? Are you not bothered about the students' future? Will you not allow them?
It's the first day after hijab issue that colleges in Karnataka have opened up. We are in Kundapura district of Karnataka here. Outside the government college, you can see that notices have been put up about the prohibitory order under section 144, which is in place, so that no protest or any other unlawful activity takes place. If you look inside the college, you see the staff is standing here alert, and there's also senior police officials who are present for years to keep an eye on the law and order. There's police deployment even outside the college. What we are witnessing as per the hijab issue is concerned, that students who are wearing hijab, they are removing it before entering the college. That is now a clear guideline after interim order by the Karnataka High Court, that you cannot enter wearing hijab inside the school or college premises, and that is a rule which is now being followed. The Karnataka police is trying its best to keep the law and order in control, so that till the time the final verdict on this entire issue comes up, things can function smoothly in schools and colleges. With camera person Prashant Bhatt, Mustafa Sheikh for India Today.
But while these students are angry, trying to get in, trying to understand the situation, politicians have been reacting one by one and from all sides. Listen in now to the political reactions that have come in on this developing story.
ಕಾಲೇಜು ಮತ್ತು PUC ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇವತ್ತಿನಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೆಲವು ಆದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಕೋರ್ಟಿನ ಆದೇಶವನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಗೌರವಿಸಬೇಕು. ಅಂತಿಮ ಆದೇಶದವರೆಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಂಯಮದಿಂದ ನಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಜನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಜನೆಗೆ ಮುಕ್ತವಾದ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ವಾತಾವರಣವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು.
ಇಂಟರಿಮ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ನ ಏನು ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅದರಂತೆ ನಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲು, ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಬಿಗಿಯಾದಂಥ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ತಲೆಬಾಗಬೇಕು. ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಿಂತಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ನ ಧಿಕ್ಕರಿಸಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಭಾವಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಈ ದೇಶದ ನಾಗರಿಕರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅಡಿಯಾಳ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿ ನಾನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾವುದು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಹಾಕುವಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
इस देश का कानून में, इसका देश का लॉ एंड ऑर्डर में, पूरा संविधान में गौरव है. वो क्या ऑर्डर देता है इसके लिए हम बद्ध है. हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम क्या है? एजुकेशन सिस्टम का यूनिफॉर्म कोड है. यूनिफॉर्म कोड के विरुद्ध है. इसके पीछे कुछ जिहाद रहेगा. ये देश को टुकड़े करने का, ये प्रत्येकवाद का जो ये काम कर रहा है, वो इसके पीछे एक जिहाद रहेगा.
यूनिफॉर्म का मतलब ये होता है कि हम सब लोग एक है, सब विद्यार्थी एक है, लेकिन ये लड़कियां हम अलग हैं, हम इस धर्म से आए हैं, ये बताने का कोशिश कर रहे हैं. कल तक जो लड़कियां, हिंदू लड़की और मुस्लिम लड़की साथ बैठकर एक ही बॉक्स में टिफिन खा रहे थे ना, अब उनको लगने लगा ये मुस्लिम है, ये हिंदू है. जो आग लगाया है ना, किसने लगाया? ये लड़कियों ने लगाया, लड़कियों ने नहीं लगाया. इसके पीछे बहुत बड़ा षड्यंत्र है.
In a major India Today impact, the Popular Front of India's posters that were put at the gate of an Urdu school in Shivamogga urging for more hijab protests on February 17th. These posters on your screen have now been taken down after India Today had exposed yet another proof of how Popular Front of India is instigating and its possible links with the hijab protests that appeared to have started only with students, but with these posters, and this, remember, on the gate of a school, not a college, a school there in Shivamogga where this poster had been put up. The poster came to light as today colleges reopened. The poster also urged people to observe February 17th as the Popular Front Day. Now, the Islamist PFI and its Campus Front of India have maintained, though, that they are merely providing guidance only to the students and they are not contributing or taking part in the stir. But there are several petitioners and even protesters wearing the headscarf or the veil have in fact admitted that they do have the support and links to the PFI. PFI. But how does this now proceed? This has given a fresh ammunition to the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party government in Karnataka, because now they are accusing the radical groups to use minor students as political pawns in this hijab stir. So what appeared to be a student agitation is now full-blown political communal war.
Impact. Now, soon after your channel reported about a PFI poster that was pasted on the gates of an Urdu higher primary school right here in Shivamogga, you can see what has happened as of now. In fact, the school authorities have actually removed this particular poster. They have scraped it completely out. Now, everyone knows that the PFI day is celebrated every year on the same day. But the question was, why was it pasted on the gates of a school, and that to an Urdu school, when this issue of the hijab row was actually going on, and also the Karnataka High Court was taking up this particular matter. But as of now, after your channel took up this issue, the school authorities actually got cracking and scraped it off their gates. So this is the situation as of now in Shivamogga, where outside some institutions, students protested. In fact, they stated that it is their right to wear the hijab and enter, because all this while they have been entering and sitting in classrooms. But when we spoke to the school authorities, they tell us that, well, they do not want any sort of commotion or chaos, and until the Karnataka High Court comes out with the final order, nobody will be allowed inside the class wearing their religious attire apart from their school uniform or college uniform. With video journalist Madhuwar, Nolan Pinto for India Today in Shivamogga.
There is high voltage drama being reported from the Karnataka Assembly also. Now, the Congress leader Siddaramaiah has moved the adjournment motion against Karnataka's BJP minister K.S. Ishwarappa. Siddaramaiah has asked that a sedition case needs to be lodged against Minister Ishwarappa. Siddaramaiah accused the Bharatiya Janata Party minister of disrespecting the country's tricolour flag and its constitution. Siddaramaiah has said, and I quote it here, Ishwarappa has lost the right to stay as a minister, and he urged Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai now to sack Ishwarappa from his cabinet. So why did this strong reaction come from Siddaramaiah? This come after Ishwarappa, in a shocking statement, said, someday the saffron flag may become a national flag. Reacting to D.K. Shivakumar's allegation that the anti-hijab protesters had replaced the tricolour with the saffron flag, remember, at that government college in Karnataka. Now, demanding Ishwarappa's resignation, the Congress party will, of course, further this specific agitation against him in the Karnataka Assembly.
ಹಾಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನು 100 ವರ್ಷನೋ 200 ವರ್ಷನೋ 500 ವರ್ಷ ನಂತರ ಭಗವತ್ ಧ್ವಜವೇ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಧ್ವಜ ಆಗಬಹುದು, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ.